Hello folks, I'm Jason Davenport and I'll be walking you through a select set of Franmar chemical products during this webinar. I'm going to start today with one of Franmar's top selling products, Beanie Mastic Remover. It's designed to remove old carpet glues and tile adhesives from concrete surfaces. And where Beanie Mastic Remover really shines as a fantastic product is it will remove black asphalt-based mastic that is contaminated with asbestos easily and safely. When removing black mastic, Beanie will encapsulate the asbestos particles, keeping them from becoming airborne and becoming a hazard to the workers. Some of the great sales points about Beanie Mastic Remover are: it's made from soybeans, it has virtually no odor, it's very economical per square foot, as low as 13 cents per square foot. It will not harm workers using it, and it can be used without special protective clothing, and it cleans up easily with water and our emerged degreaser. In front of me here, I have two small demonstration pieces. The first piece here is vinyl tile adhesive on a concrete sample pad. We use pieces just like these at trade shows to demonstrate to contractors the effectiveness of Beanie Mastic Remover and how safe it is. The second smaller piece here is carpet glue on a ceramic tile. Both these pieces are great tools that work wonderfully well for distributors and salesmen to quickly demonstrate to potential customers how Beanie works, smells, feels, and cleans up. Plus, it's small and easy to carry and use. I've pre-sprayed Beanie Mastic Remover on these two samples earlier before the webinar. For this particular mastic we used on the sample concrete piece here, it takes about 4 hours to soften the mastic. On the ceramic tile here, the mastic softens in just an hour. For most consumer and contractor projects, Beanie Mastic Remover can take an hour or two to soften the mastic, but depending on the type of glue or mastic being removed, how thick it is, and how old the glue or mastic is, some mastics could take overnight to soften. We always strongly recommend to consumers and contractors to do a test spot before tackling the whole project. An important thing to remember about Beanie Mastic Remover is it should never be used on a wood surface or substrate. We're going to scrape some of this off now so you can see how easy the mastic comes off. Look at that. Here at Franmar, we know Beanie softens the mastic to the point that a business card can take off the mastic. I'll scrape some off the tile here with just a simple business card so you can see how impressive it is. Look at this. Look how easy that came off, even with a business card. Now, I don't recommend that you use a business card to remove the whole project, as that would take a long time. But I would recommend using it when you do your sales calls or demos, or even in the store. I've got two videos here to show you that are actual job sites using Beanie Mastic Remover, and after the videos we'll talk about how to clean up after using Beanie. So let's cue those up right now. In an occupied housing facility, asbestos tiles were removed showing a black asphaltic-based mastic contaminated with asbestos underneath. Beanie was poured onto the floor and spread around using a straw broom. After only 15 minutes, the black mastic was almost ready to be removed. At 45 minutes, the workers squeegeed the black mastic right off the floor. They then moved the liquefied mastic and Beanie to another room to continue working yet again. Then the floor was mopped using emerged degreaser. This contractor confidently guaranteed his floors were clean and ready for the tile contractor after using emerge. This donated building was remodeled for a local food pantry. The carpet glue was 3 layers thick in some areas. Beanie Dew was poured onto the floor liberally and spread around using straw brooms. After the vinyl carpet glue was softened, workers used long-handled scrapers to remove the mastic easily. Workers scrubbed the floor with emerged degreaser and then squeegeed the floor, leaving a cleaned concrete surface to be proud of. As you saw in the videos and these samples we used, Beanie Dew is truly an amazing product. Another interesting fact is, to date, Beanie Dew has been used to remove over 100 million square feet of mastic. Now that's a lot of mastic. Now after the mastic is softened, there are a couple different methods for getting it off the floor. If it's an asphalt-based mastic, you can easily squeegee it into a puddle in the middle of the floor and add an absorbent to help solidify the mastic for easier pickup with a scoop shovel. If it is a carpet or tile mastic, you can simply scrape the softened mastic up with a long-handled floor scraper. Now after the mastic has been picked up, there will be a slight oil residue left on the floor. To clean this up, we recommend using Franmar's Emerge Degreaser. Emerge is super concentrated and should be diluted 4 ounces to a gallon of water to clean the floor. There are a few different methods contractors can use. The best method we have found is to pour some diluted Emerge onto the floor and use a long-handled scrub brush and scrub the floor. If a contractor is working on a very large job, they can use a mechanical rotary scrub brush or a push vacuum scrubber. If they use a rotary scrub machine, we strongly recommend keeping the RPM low. High speeds can create heat, which can in some cases push the soy oil residue into the concrete, making it more difficult to clean up. After the scrubbing the floor, simply mop the concrete surface or squeegee it clean. Another interesting thing about Beanie Dew Mastic Remover is, due to the properties of the product, it has the ability to provide the contractor with a simple test to see if there's soy oil residue left on the floor. To do this, he simply or she simply puts plain water on a small section of the floor and rubs their finger around in a circle. If the water turns milky white, then there's still soy residue left on the floor, and the floor should be cleaned again. Zoom in here and I'll show you what that looks like. See how the water turns white? That indicates that it needs to be cleaned again with Emerge. Now I'm going to queue up a few videos right now so you can see some cleaning. Here the workers dumped a few bags of oil dry on the floor and then moved it around using long-handled brooms. They did this for about 15 minutes and then picked it up and mopped the floor with Emerge Degreaser. In this clip here, the workers scrubbed the floor with Emerge and long-handled brushes, then squeegeed up the dirty solution. Then they followed with a clean mop of Emerge and water. Here, the workers used a solution of water and Emerge in a scrub and vacuum machine. Another additional method you saw in the videos was using an oil dry or a dry absorbent similar to kitty litter to help clean the soy residue from the floor. This is an extra step, but is a good step to take, especially if the contractor knows the concrete substrate is not in good condition, or the contractor just wants to do the best cleanup possible on the floor. Then of course the contractor would want to make sure the floor has completely dried before moving on to the installation phase. The cleanup process is very important and should be done properly to ensure a pristine floor that is ready for the flooring installer. Any soy residue left on the floor would cause problems with the new mastic going down or new paint being applied, as they would not cure properly. Emerge Degreaser is an incredible surface cleaner and will help guarantee a properly cleaned floor. Just to recap quickly, again, some of the highlights about the product. Beanie Mastic Remover is made from soybeans, and since it's made from soybeans, it has some great features. It has virtually no odor, it's very economical per square foot, it will not harm workers using it, it has a built-in test indicator for residues left on the floor, and it cleans up easily with water and our Emerge Degreaser. Let's move over here to our next product, Soy Gel Paint and Urethane Remover. Soy Gel is another one of Franmar's top-selling products. It's designed to remove paint and urethane coatings from practically any surface. Some quick examples are removing concrete paint or sealers from concrete surfaces, removing paint from vertical brick walls, removing old varnish from wood floors, furniture, architectural trim, wood, or even paint coatings from metal beams or other metal surfaces. Like Beanie Mastic Remover, Soy Gel is also made from soybeans, and since it's made from soybeans, it again has the same tremendous qualities of virtually no odor, very economical to use, as low as 27 cents per square foot. It's very friendly to workers using the product and cleans up easily with water and our Emerge Degreaser. In addition to those great things, Soy Gel Paint and Urethane Remover will also remove multiple coatings in one application, compared to traditional petroleum products that have a hard time removing multiple coatings, thus saving even more money and time for contractors and consumers using the product. Unlike Beanie, Soy Gel is a gelled product. It can be used on horizontal and vertical surface, and its consistency is similar to honey. This allows a contractor to put Soy Gel on thick for multiple coatings or spread it around for single layer coatings. I have a few demonstration pieces in front of me here. On this concrete piece here, I have 2 layers of concrete paint on this side and 2 layers of a sealer on the other side. Again, these concrete pads work great at our trade shows to demonstrate the product, and consumers and contractors can see it in action. On this small tile piece here, I have the same 2 layers of concrete paint in a different color, but instead of the sealer on the other side, I have 2 layers of urethane. As with demonstrating Beanie Mastic Remover, these tiles are an excellent way for distributors to show potential clients how easy the product works. I've pre-applied Soy Gel to both these pieces before the webinar. For our concrete here, it takes around an hour to lift the sealer and about 20 minutes to lift the paint coatings. On the tile piece, the paint and urethane coatings take about 15 minutes to lift, providing a great quick demonstration. For most consumer and contractor jobs, Soy Gel can work as quickly as 30 minutes for simple single coatings, or it can take as long as 24 hours for tougher and multiple layered coatings. Before I scrape the paint here, let's zoom in here and look at how the coating is buckled. This is very common on a lot of paint coatings. It's a good representation of how Soy Gel lifts the coatings and breaks the bond to the surface, making it very easy to scrape up. Now let's go ahead and scrape some area here so you can see how the coatings here come up. See how easy that scrapes up? And the sealer over here is a little bit harder to see. Scrape up a little bit more of an area. As you can see, Soy Gel removed these coatings nicely. Over here on this tile piece here, I'm just going to use my finger to remove the coatings. Wow, look at that. What is even more impressive is how many strippers would you stick your finger in. That shows you how safe Soy Gel is. Now that's an impressive demonstration. Let's move on to some actual job site videos where you can see Soy Gel being used to remove paint coatings on concrete and a concrete sealer on another job. Let's cue that up now. Here you see an old warehouse floor painted with a concrete enamel paint that needs to be removed. Soy Gel was applied using an HVLP sprayer to 2,500 square feet of concrete flooring. After only 15 minutes, the enamel paint was already buckling. Once the workers were done applying soy gel, they began to scrape the enamel paint off the floor using floor scrapers. The enamel paint scraped up effortlessly. After scraping up the soy gel and paint coatings, Emerge Degreaser was used to scrub the floor to clean up the soy residue and any leftover softened paint coating. After a good scrub and squeegee, they were left with a very nice pristine surface ready for a new coat of concrete paint. On this outside decorative concrete pad, soy gel was applied using a notched squeegee. After an hour, the sealer was ready to be removed, and soy gel was moved to another section to be reused. Cleanup was done with Franmar's Emerge Degreaser. Emerge cleans the concrete surface of all residues, leaving a pristine surface for a new coat of sealer. As you saw in the video, soy gel paint and urethane remover is a really cool product. Again, after the paint or sealer has been removed, the contractor would use Emerge Degreaser to clean the floor. The cleanup steps we talked about earlier with Beanie Mastic Remover would be the same steps to take for cleaning up soy gel as well. Just to recap on soy gel, it's made from soybeans, has virtually no odor, is very economical per square foot, removes multiple layers of paint in one coating in one application, and cleans up easily with water and Franmar's Emerge Degreaser. Now, after a consumer or contractor uses Beanie Mastic Remover, or soy gel paint and urethane remover, or just needs to clean nasty dirt, grime, or surface oils from most surfaces, we recommend Emerge Degreaser. Emerge is a super concentrated degreaser that has all sorts of great uses for cleaning. We use the marketing statement, all you need for all you clean, because we have seen Emerge do some amazing cleaning. Another interesting use for Emerge is for post-fire cleanups. It can be used to clean fire residue from many surfaces such as metal, painted drywall, stucco, and plastic. Many traditional powerful degreasers have phosphates in them which are harmful to the environment and are becoming more regulated. Emerge is phosphate-free and cleans just as powerfully, if not better, than TSP, and is odorless, making Emerge an ideal replacement for TSP cleaners. For most cleaning projects, contractors mix 4 ounces of Emerge to a gallon of water. Most cleanup applications only require the 4-ounce dilution in water, but for tougher cleaning, Emerge can be diluted as strong as 50-50 with water. Now that's a lot of cleaning for very little cost. I have one video and a few photos for you to see here. The video shows Emerge being used to clean walls during the remodeling of a warehouse facility. The walls had a buildup of forklift exhaust, dirt, and grime. The owner said they had not been cleaned in over 10 years. Of the photos, one is Emerge cleaning smoke-stained walls, and the other is Emerge cleaning asphalt oil stains. So let's go ahead and cue those up right now. Not only does Emerge work great for cleaning concrete floors, it is an excellent cleaner for cleaning interior walls of smoke, grime, and dirt. Emerge was applied as a pre-soak here and left about 15 minutes. After the pre-soak, the 20 years of dirt and grime buildup washed right off, leaving beautiful warehouse walls ready for a move-in. Just from those few examples, you can see Emerge is a great degreaser and is an easy add-on sale for Beanie Mastic Remover and Soy Gel Paint and Urethane Remover. To recap on Emerge, it's super concentrated and inexpensive to use. 1 gallon of Emerge will make upwards of 32 gallons of cleaning power. It has no phosphates, making it very earth friendly. It is a perfect TSP replacement. It has no odor, and again, Emerge is a great add-on sale. Now over here, I have 2 products for asphalt facilities and workers. I'll start with Beanie Asphalt Release. This is a great product for spraying into asphalt truck beds before hot or cold asphalt is dumped into the bed. There are a lot of release agents available, some that work, some that are legal, and some that are inexpensive to use. Beanie Asphalt Release is all 3, and it works incredibly well. Just think, hot asphalt mix is put into a truck bed at over 300 degrees Fahrenheit, and Beanie has a flash point of over 600 degrees Fahrenheit, which makes it stay in place for an easy release, compared to soap and water releases that evaporate quickly when exposed to 300+ degrees. And even better, Beanie Asphalt Release is legal to use compared to diesel, which is illegal to use down here in the United States. Many facilities use water and soaps as a release, which is cheap on the front end, but doesn't work very well at all. I want to give you a visual of the process at an asphalt plant to really explain why Beanie Asphalt Release is so great. A large dump truck or semi-dump trailer backs up to a spraying area. A worker then proceeds to spray down the interior of the truck bed with a release agent. After being sprayed down, the trucks back up to the hot mix loading bay, and hot asphalt that's over 300 degrees Fahrenheit is added to the truck bed. After this, the driver heads out to the job site and dumps the hot mix into a machine spreader for the road workers to lay down the road. Now after the driver dumps the mix, he generally pulls over to a cleanup area and tries to scrape the bulk of the stuck asphalt off the end of the bed. Sometimes has to work pretty hard to get rid of it. After that, he heads back to the plant to get another load and repeats the process. Now at the end of the day, these truck beds have to be cleaned, and if there is a lot of stuck-on asphalt mix in the bed, a worker can spend hours getting this hard stuck asphalt out of the truck bed. Using Beanie eliminates so much of this tough work and saves man-hours as well. Using a quality release agent can go a long way in time and money savings and worker frustration. Let me show you a simple demonstration. I'm going to apply asphalt release to this scoop shovel and dip it in a tub of this asphalt cold patch here. Watch how the tar slides right off the scoop shovel. Look at that. Now after an asphalt facility tries Beanie and sees how effective it is as a release agent, they'll be a customer for life. Now just like our great release agent, we formulated an asphalt cleaner to help workers clean off built-up asphalt on equipment and tools. Just like the rest of Franmar's Beanie line, Beanie asphalt cleaner is made from soybeans, making it extremely safe for workers to use and safe for the environment. Although Beanie has virtually no odor, that doesn't matter at an asphalt plant. And if you've been to one, you'll know what I mean. Everything stinks like tar and oil. What matters most is how easily the asphalt workers can clean off built-up, hardened asphalt from equipment and tools. I'll be honest with you, hardened hot mix is extremely hard to clean off something. You practically have to chisel this stuff off. Beanie Asphalt Cleaner makes this job so much easier for the workers. They just simply spray it on and let it sit. Beanie will begin to migrate into the asphalt and start to soften the oil and binding agents in the mix. After as little as 20 minutes, light coatings of asphalt mix will clean right off, and even extremely tough and thick areas come off just as easily with more time and a few more applications of Beanie. I've got a traffic cone here with asphalt and tar on it. I pre-sprayed an area early with Beanie Asphalt Cleaner. Watch how easy the asphalt tar wipes right off the traffic cone. Look at that. Which, by the way, makes Beanie Asphalt Cleaner a great way to revive dirty traffic cones that would have otherwise been thrown away, saving money for the business owner. Here's a slideshow video of a local asphalt plant here in our hometown, Bloomington, Illinois, that used Beanie Asphalt Cleaner to clean their asphalt spreader. Let's go ahead and cue that up right now. The photo is of the side wings that gather a lot of hot mix. Beanie was applied to the whole spreader and left to sit for 2 hours while the guys went to lunch and did a few other things around the facility. Afterwards, they used a simple garden hose with a sprayer attachment to hose off practically all the built-up asphalt. They were amazed at how well it worked. We understand that every company and contractor these days is looking harder at saving money every which way they can while still looking for quality products that work. Over the last decade, green products have gotten a bad reputation for being more expensive. And truly, that's not the case today. From the sticker price, yes, they may seem more expensive, but when you look at all the other great benefits to using green products, they easily become less expensive and less frustrating to use than traditional petroleum products.